Hi, it's Robert Klein from hippocontact.com. Today we're going to go through a newsletter that I personally created, and then we're going to go through the process of creating a newsletter from scratch. So what I'm going to do is just jump into the members area, and I'm going to go to one of my old newsletters. So I'm going to go to Robert Klein Newsletter, July 2014, edition 26. Click the edit button. So here's the main interface for creating a newsletter. The top part is the title, so Robert Klein Newsletter, July 2014, edition 26. Here are all my distribution lists. Here are all the people from my database. So if I wanted to add a list or a person, all I do is I click the plus sign, and they automatically added. If I want to add a distribution list, I click it, and they're automatically there. If I wanted to take them off, they're as easy as putting them on. So I just click the negative button, and there you go. So in each individual newsletter, there's up to 6 articles that can be added to an individual newsletter. So here's article 1, here's the title, here's the image URL. So for the picture, it's going to be added to the individual article, and the message I want to write. On top of that, I can add any video or add any PDF to this individual article. So if I wanted to add a PDF, I just click it, or add a video, I click it. Again, if I wanted to take it off, I just press the negative button, and it's now off. The favorite section, I will discuss that in about 1 minute when we actually create a newsletter from scratch. For Article 2, we have the title, June 2014 foreclosure deals. Here's the image of a foreclosure. Here's the message I wrote. And we have actually over 25 different PDFs of foreclosures for all across the Lower Mainland. So for Article 3, I did it on net neutrality by John Oliver. It's a pretty cool video. Here's the image URL of the video, and here's a quick message that I wrote about it, and attached is the video. So for Article 4, I did it on how to get banks to finance your renovation. Here's the URL of that, of some sort of renovation, and here's a message I wrote about it, and on top of that, I attached a video about it. Article 5 is actually for my sister. From my sister's newsletter, Funny, Veronica Lodge Says It All. Have an awesome Canada Day. So this is July 1st, just around Canada Day. I thought I was the coolest thing in North America until I visited Canada. So I thought that was decently funny, so I added that to my newsletter. For Article 6, should I buy or should I rent? Here's the URL of the webpage and a little quick message on it, no attachments. So now that all six articles are complete, we're going to go to Save and Preview. And what we'll find is the entire newsletter is laid out perfectly for us. Quickly go through that. And let's say I wanted to organize it a little bit more. All I do is I go to the top and I move it around. And when I do that, I apply layout. The layout changes. And again, it's ready to go, whatever way I like to do it. So if we want to do a quick demo and see how it actually looks on an email, I press the send newsletter. It gets sent out. I already actually set this up. So on my Gmail, here is the newsletter. Again, it's already done. Looks exactly like how it looked inside of Hippo Contact. And yeah, there you go. So the next challenge is, how do you create content? And this was a big issue for us to deal with. So how we solved it was actually creating something called the Hippo stream. So we click on the stream, and what this is a stream of everyone's newsletters inside of Hippo Contact. So what I can do is I can click the next button, and this will allow me to scroll through everybody's newsletters, and basically allows me to read everyone's content, learn their style. But much more importantly is I can easily go through all of these newsletters and favorite the individual articles. So if I like the June 2014 foreclosure deals, all I do is click the favorite button. I go through a bunch more, like maybe I like this legalized stealing, I favorite it, and I go through this whole list and I favorite as much as I can or as much as I want to use. Then I go back to my newsletter, and let's say I want to create a brand new newsletter. So I'll go here, Robert, sure, do that. I want to add my distribution lists. And now when I go to Article 1, I have this favorite section, and this favorite section is full of the articles that I just favorited. So let's do this quickly. Legalized stealing, I click it, automatically gets set. Article 2, June 2014 foreclosure deals, I click it. Obviously, when you go through this, you want to make it your type of writing. You want to re-edit it. You want to add your own personal articles. But this will give you the base of easily 70 to 80% of a newsletter just by doing this process. Article 3. There you go. Article 4. So again, that's just my other one, banks to finance the renovation. Article 5, add a disclaimer. Article 6, crazy video on USA student loans. Okay, add that. So now this is all complete. Again, I go to save and preview. And now the newsletter is created. Quickly go through it. And there you go. All the PDFs, all the videos linked. Now I can obviously re-edit this to format it to make it look better. And there you go. Newsletter created. So this is Hippo Contact. This is probably one of the easiest ways to make a newsletter. If you'd like to get in touch with me, feel free to email me at robert@hippocontact.com.